Hey everybody, Nancy here from American Pet Professionals. Happy Tuesday and welcome back to our next episode of Digging into the Pet Industry. We're streaming live here on LinkedIn, YouTube, and Facebook. So wherever in the world you are watching from, thank you for tuning in. I am super excited today to have on our next guest, Poppy Adams, who is with Kisako Research. I hope I said that right. Hi, Poppy.
Hi, Nancy.
And they are the hosts of the upcoming PetCare Innovation Summit USA happening in like 2 weeks.
Yep, 2 weeks today is when the event starts, and everyone's really excited and looking forward to it. And thanks for having me on the show today, Nancy.
Yeah, Poppy, I'm so happy you're here. So I know the show coming up in 2 weeks is going to be fantastic. I've been to the two shows in Austin, the virtual show. I missed last year, so I'm really excited to get back to seeing everybody. And can you tell us where it's being held and the dates of the show?
Yeah, of course. So the event this year is taking place in Boston on the 6th and 7th of December, and that's at the Sheraton in the Back Bay area as well.
Awesome. So it's close for me. I'm on Long Island in New York, so I'll be driving up. I'm looking forward to seeing everybody in Boston. And I think the show is a lot different than most industry conferences that we are used to going to, like trade shows or educational conferences. Can you shed a little bit of light on that?
Yeah, of course. So I think, the same typically within the pet care industry, the events are these big expositions and expos where you've got thousands of attendees, and or you have the other end, which are the veterinary industry events, which are really focused on education and CPD. Our event's a bit different. So what we have is we put together events that are a room full of C-suite and senior leaders within the pet care industry. And we do this to help showcase the innovation that's happening within the industry, and we get a mix of attendees from startups to the larger multinationals, the Nestle Purinas and Mars as well. And we really try and get a cross section of the pet care industry in the room to facilitate these investments, these exciting partnerships that are happening, as well as, again, showcase all of the innovation that's coming out of these exciting startups as well.
Yeah, so that is incredible. And I think that if you're watching and you're thinking about it, it is very different from a lot of the shows that I've been to. And that was why I was so excited about the show back when it used to be called Pets and Money. And the show was one day each time. And now it is expanded to 2 days and you guys have a pretty hefty schedule. Can you give us a little bit of the format?
Yeah, of course. So, how we've kind of changed it up slightly this year is we have seen so much demand within the industry for these new technologies that are coming about, but also we've been seeing this kind of merging between nutrition, products, health into this kind of overall focus on wellness and preventative care for pets. So, what we've done this year is we split the event into 2 days with two separate themes. So, the first day is purely focused on the technology side of things. And within that, we're looking at veterinary technology and pet technology. So, veterinary technology, it's very much focused on how we can improve practice efficiency, looking at the latest in kind of diagnostics that are improving pet care, also looking at just overall how we can improve the running of the vet practice. Then the pet technology side is more focused on what I'd call the consumer facing products. So things like the wearables, the IoT devices, cameras, as well as these new kind of pet care platforms that are coming about as well. Then our second day is focused on more of the wellness topics. So looking at things like nutrition, looking at preventative care, looking at the innovations in pet insurance, looking at the wellness plans, as well as some of the more emerging topics that we're seeing as well. So something that's got a lot of interest this year is actually end of life care and kind of palliative care for senior pets, as well as things like CBD, the microbiome, and vegan pet diets as well.
Wow, that's incredible. That is a lot of amazing information that we're going to be covering at the show. And the end of life care is so, so important. We actually have a veterinarian that specializes in that as one of our members. So I'm trying to get her to go. Hopefully she'll see this and go.
We would
Um,
love to have her.
I think it's really so incredible compared to the years past, considering I loved it the first couple of years and was like, "Oh my god, you guys have to go." So if I'm a first time attendee and I walk into the show doors or the summit doors, what can I expect to see?
So we have our main conference room, which is where all of our sessions take place, and that's just your kind of large auditorium style room. And those kind of split as we do those different content tracks that I explained earlier. So the vet tech and the pet tech.
Mhm.
We have our networking platform, which allows everyone to book one-to-one meetings with all of our attendees, speakers, and our partners as well. And so we have designated meeting areas for everyone to have kind of private meetings, and just facilitate those kind of networking opportunities as well. Then we also have our partners exhibition area. So it's less like a large exhibition, but it's just an
Yeah.
area where we have an opportunity for everyone to meet all of our partners, find out kind of what they're doing in the industry, and again just have those really important meetings which are critical to the event.
And then you have all of the wonderful panel sessions with all of the education and information. I know those are, bar none. So I'm really looking forward to those as well. And I will give anybody that's going, if you're a first time attendee, a little piece of advice. We were chit chatting before we went live. a few, I think it was the second year. I got so excited with all of the meetings that were being booked for me and that I was booking out that I didn't allow myself any space in between. So if you're like me and you get excited to meet new people in the pet industry, just make sure you give yourself a break in between some of those meetings because they will be back to back. And it is a lot of information that you're taking in and chatting with people. So that would be my advice going to the summit, is doing that. And so you also have a spotlight finalists, right? You have a bunch of those. Can you tell us a little bit about that?
Yeah, of course. So as I've kind of said, one of our key parts of the event is showcasing the innovation that's happening. So what we do is we run our best in show spotlight, and how this runs is similar to Shark Tank or Dragon's Den over in the UK, and that is a series of quick fire pitches that take place as part of the main stage content across both days. And these companies that are presenting are nominated and chosen by our selection committee, and that is made up of leading industry investors. They select our finalists out of the nominations we get from the selection committee, as well as the applications that we get from our wider network. And the finalists that are chosen then present live on stage in a series of pitches. And we have the opportunity this year, so slightly different. We do have our Judges' Choice Award, and then we also have an opportunity for the audience to vote for their winners as well.
Ooh, little audience participation. That's cool.
Yeah,
That's really great.
and within the spotlight, so it's we have split it across wellness and technology, so similar to the split of our themes for across both days. But we have companies presenting from across the industry, so we have they vary from pet adoption marketplaces to exciting new pet nutrition companies, as well as the kind of more emerging technologies across the health side, so looking at genomics and genetic testing as well.
That's so cool. And how many spotlight finalists are there this year?
So it's actually our biggest ever spotlight that we've done. So we have 20 companies presenting across the days. So it's
Wow.
12 for technology and 8 for wellness.
Wow. That's really cool. So you have definitely grown with how many spotlights, the 2 days. How many attendees do you expect this year?
So this is again actually going to be our biggest ever event. So it has grown from previously we've had about 200 attendees last year, and we're now expecting around 350 to 400 people on site.
Wow. So if
Yeah.
somebody's tuning in right now and they're just hearing about it and they're like, I want to go, I want to go, is there still room for people to register to come?
Yeah, of course. The more the merrier. There is definitely still tickets available, and we still have all of those opportunities to get involved. And the details for that are on our website, or people can contact me directly as well.
And I'm not sure if I asked you this already, but who would be the ideal person to come to this event?
So I think we pride ourselves on showcasing again the innovation and really having all of those startups and emerging companies that are at the forefront of the industry. So we do get a large attendance from those startups and emerging companies, but we also like to make sure that we get a representation from across the industry. So
Mhm.
I'd say if you're an American pet professional in the pet industry, and you are really interested in finding out, what the big themes are in the industry, what are the kind of key challenges, what are the opportunities over the next few years, you're interested in meeting all of these exciting startups, but also all of these, larger companies that are more established within the industry and driving your business forward. I'd say that's the kind of attendee that we're looking for at the event.
That's great. I appreciate that description because a lot of times people are not sure what event might be right for them to attend. And I feel those questions a lot. Sometimes people think they should just go to this event. I'm like, well, it's not really for that. So that really makes a lot of sense. Thank you for that explanation. I just wanted to give a shout out to Jeff from St. Louis who's watching and Danielle Lewis who's watching from California. Hi, guys. Thanks for tuning in. Okay, so you're not close to being sold out, which is a good thing, but you're close to it, right? You have room for more people that want to come. And I will give a shout out if people want to, we'll put this in the links, want to get 10% off. We have a discount code APP10, but we'll put that in the link in case anybody is looking for that. Is there anything else that I didn't ask you about the upcoming show that's happening that maybe you want to, give some light on?
Yeah, of course, we have some new exciting kind of changes this year. So we are running and introducing this year our CEO and Founders Forum, and we've seen an overwhelming demand for it. And what that essentially is a closed door session for CEO and founders of startups and emerging companies. And that's taking place over the lunchtime of the 6th, 7th of December. And what it is, as I said, kind of a closed door session, but it's really to help facilitate those kind of networking opportunities and connect those kind of CEO and founders with other CEO and founders to really help them get the support and talk about challenges that are specific to those kind of startups and emerging companies. And we have a few leaders for those sessions, mainly from investment backgrounds, and they're there to just kind of help give advice and support, and help these startups kind of get the investment and get the partners that they need to really expand and grow and kind of ensure their business succeeds.
I love that. If somebody is a CEO or a founder watching, how do they get into that lunch? Is there a special application process? Is it something else like that?
So there is an application process. Unfortunately, applications have closed this year
Okay.
for the Founders Forum, but it is something that we are looking at implementing at all of our future events as well. We do also have a number of other networking opportunities that are
Yeah.
taking place, and we also are doing a networking drinks on the evening of the 6th as well, that all attendees will be able to join. And that is a great opportunity for networking within the event.
I'm just thinking out loud, but I think that CEO's forum could be day number 3 for you guys for next year. Because I think that would probably be a very well attended, day-long event in addition to the other things that you guys do. I think that's incredible that you're doing that, and for anybody that's attending, they're gonna get so much valuable information from the whole event, but just that as well. So can you tell me a little bit about the system that you guys are using that I know you said is going to open up soon for people that are going?
Yeah, of course. So as part of our event, what we say about our events is that they are slightly smaller than the larger exhibitions. So you do have the opportunity to meet kind of most of the attendees, or at least everyone that you're interested in meeting on site. And what we do to kind of facilitate that is we do have a networking platform. And this year we're using our platform Swap Card. And I say it's very easy to use because I can use it. So if I can use it, everyone else can. And what that does is that opens a week before the event, and it allows you to see everyone who's registered for the event, including speakers, attendees, our partners as well. And you can request one-to-one meetings, and that will automatically schedule them for during those networking breaks. And it also integrates with your calendar as well, just to kind of make that a bit easier for you. And we also have people on site who can just help direct you to those meetings and make sure that you get in contact with anyone that you're hoping to at the event.
That's wonderful. Yeah, it's really a great way to network ahead and during the event. I think that's fantastic that you have that. I know you guys also host veterinary summits similar to this, but really just geared towards veterinary. Did you have one this year?
So we run our animal health, nutrition, technology, and innovation series, and that is more focused on the animal health side of things and within the veterinary industry.
Mhm.
And that took place in Boston in June earlier this year. And we also have our flagship show coming up in March next year.
Awesome. And so you guys host the events here in the US and then as well in the UK?
Yes, so we host our events globally. So as part of our animal health series, we host them across the US. Then we also do Europe. We've just run our APAC iteration, and then we're also reintroducing our Latin American event very shortly soon.
Wow, that's wonderful. So no matter where you are, you'll be fortunate enough to go to one of these events. I really love that. And I noticed that the hotel is pet friendly, but this is really a people only event. Will there be any pets there?
So we do have, I have had confirmation that there will be a dog in attendance. So as part of our spotlight, we have a dog training platform called Wolf Tech, who will be bringing along one of their dogs, one of their very well trained dogs.
Yeah.
I think it's number two in the US. Um,
Wow.
so there, I can confirm that there will be dogs in attendance at
Yay.
the event.
That dog's gonna get a lot of attention.
Yeah,
Because as formal and as businessy we all are in this industry for pets,
definitely.
right? And so that one dog will get a lot of attention. I actually thought maybe I should bring my dog, but he can be a little noisy, so I don't know if that would work. I'm sure people would be happy to see him, but it wouldn't be easy for me to be there with him. So all right. Well, is there anything else that I may have not asked you about the upcoming summit? I'm so excited for the summit and I can't wait to meet you in person and see everybody from the team there again. But is there anything else that I did not ask you about Kisako or research or the Pet Care Innovation Summit coming up so we don't miss anything?
Yeah, we do have something that I haven't mentioned yet is we do also, as part of our kind of networking opportunities as well, we do also put together what is known as our startup and investor directory. And that is essentially a booklet with profiles of all of the attending startups and investors, as well as contact information, website information, if they are happy to, if they're happy to share that, so that you can get in contact with anyone that you didn't manage to get in contact with at the event. And you can also do that, after the event ends. So it's just really helping those networking opportunities as well.
That's wonderful. I did send some investors that I know your information and said, "Hey, you guys should definitely be at this event." So hopefully they'll show up. Well, you never know, right? I'm not sure if they're registered yet. Once the platform opens, I will be looking to see if they're on there, and if
Yeah.
not, I'll send them a reminder because I think it's important. Because we're all getting those emails on a daily basis from investors and companies that are want to know more about the pet industry and know more about those type of things. So going to the summit if you are an investor, I think would be really a fantastic way to meet a lot of different people from startup to people that have been in the industry forever. So
Yeah.
again, Poppy, I'm so excited to meet you in person, to be there in 2 weeks. I'm really looking forward to it. It's going to be a really great way to end our very busy year here in the United States and, of course, abroad. Again, thanks so much. One other question: where can people find the information on the summit?
So if you go onto our website, so that's at the PetCare Innovation Summit USA. We also have our LinkedIn, so we have PetCare Innovation, and we also have a Twitter, which is Innovation. That's for animal health.
Okay.
Or they can contact me directly. So I will. Actually, I just share my email on here. It's poppy.adams@Casarco Research. So if you're interested, please get in touch, and I can share with you all of the opportunities that we have for this event and any events that we have in the future as well.
Awesome. And I see, I keep saying it wrong. Say it again for me.
Sarko.
Sako Research commented on YouTube as well that they're excited we're going to be there. We're excited too. Looking forward to seeing everybody. And again, Poppy, thanks so much for coming on today and to digging into the pet industry, letting everybody know about the summit. And if you are going to be there and you're watching on any of the platforms that we're airing on, please comment below and let us know so I know to look out for you at the upcoming show. Let us know that you're going. And if you have any questions for myself or for Poppy, you can also put those in the comment section as well. All right, Poppy, thank you.
Thanks for having me, Nancy, and look
Safe
forward to
travels.
seeing
I'll
you
see you in 2 weeks.
in 2 weeks.
All right, bye, everybody. Have a great
Bye.
rest of your Tuesday. And for anybody in the States that's watching, have a wonderful Thanksgiving week. Take care.